and the price kept getting up and up and up and up. After me being confirmed for a price because somebody offered double, I said, "Okay, he's offering double. I'll double it."
Oh
And double
wow, it's like an auction at this point.
So it just went on a bidding war. It went so high that AP and his team decided that, this is getting ridiculous. Like, we have to stop it.
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Desi Expats. Today we have a very special guest with us. If you're a Desi expat in London, you already must know him. If you've been to a Bollywood night, you know the OG person who started the Bollywood night here in London. We've got Deepak Yadav with us here today.
Welcome, Deepak.
Deepak, yeah, thanks a lot for taking out the time. सबसे पहले तो, I mean, literally, अभी flight से आए हो. It was today, right?
Yesterday.
And so thanks a lot. I'm sure you're tired also, but we really appreciate
I
you
absolutely
taking out
love
the
to
time.
do your podcast.
Yeah, मैं बहुत excited था इस podcast के लिए. मैं जब इधर लंदन आया था ना 2019 में, so I used to live in Paris, and obviously like you go out on for nights out and everything, and you miss Bollywood music. That's what you want on a night out. So जब मैं लंदन आया, I called one of my friends and he's like, "ओए तू दीपक यादव पे गया अभी तक?" I was like, "What is that?" And he was like, "Bro, it is the Bollywood night out there." So it was very interesting to see that Bollywood night, the OG Bollywood night in London, is known by your name,
Yeah.
Deepak Yadav,
Hmm.
because you started this concept. So वहाँ से शुरू करते हैं. ये आया कहाँ से idea?
You are a brand now.
I don't consider it, but yeah. मैं यहाँ पे पढ़ने के लिए आया था in 2005 in Cardiff Uni, and then as your student you keep traveling to London to party.
Yeah.
So एक बार एक इंसिडेंट ऐसा हुआ कि we had a table, we wanted to get into club. Crystal बोल के club था, and we were in the line, and the security आके हटा जाए saying that you bunch of monkeys are not allowed
Oh wow.
What?
because we're in India. So you're young, you're stupid, so you have an argument with the guys.
Yeah.
So मैंने बोला कि यार you're being racist or whatever.
Yeah.
So I said I want to do a night. So I told them I'll do a night with all Indians and Indian music in your club, and they laughed about it.
Yeah.
तो उसके बाद हर रोज मैं उनको फोन करता था नंबर पे क्लब के,
हाँ.
और पूछता था कि यार मेरे को नाइट करना है, क्लब दोगे? तो आफ्टर परस्यूइंग देम फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम एक दिन उन्होंने बोला कि ठीक है, we'll give you the night on a Monday night,
Hmm.
but you have to pay 15,000 deposit.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
So you hit 15,000 minimum spend,
Hmm.
you take your money back. तो उस जमाने में 15,000 was a lot of money,
Yeah.
and we coming
Yeah.
from as a student background, you don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
So I borrowed from a lot of people I know, whatever, friends, and then deposit kiya. And those back in the days, you didn't have Facebook, Instagram, or anything.
Hmm.
So there's no way to market.
Yeah.
And plus, I was from Cardiff, so I hardly knew like 10 people in London.
Yeah.
And to fill up a club of 500, 600 people is absolutely impossible. So I booked the club on a Friday and had a Monday night, and I couldn't advertise it. So I stood outside Selfridges and Topshop, and जो भी Indian दिखा,
हाँ.
मैं उसे रोक के बोला कि यार मैं Bollywood night कर रहा हूँ ये club में.
Crazy.
And they're
Oh,
like,
wow.
oh really?
Oh wow.
तो and जब कोई WhatsApp कुछ था ही नहीं of communication. There's only mobile number and you call from landline.
How long back is this?
So this is 2006.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been
So,
like really long
yeah.
back.
And उस time पे like you from Cardiff you traveled.
Yeah, so I came to London. I stood outside Selfridges all day, one day outside Topshop.
Yeah.
कि जो भी देसी मिला रोक के बोला कि यार मैं ऐसा एक नाइट कर रहा हूँ, आप आओगे प्लीज?
And the chul was कि racism was the chul.
Yeah, racism was actually because of people like us were never allowed in clubs.
Hmm.
Desis were never allowed in clubs,
Yeah.
and there was never hip hop music. There was only house music in Central and Mayfair clubs.
Oh yes. Like.
There was never. Now the whole genre of music and the kind of people, ethnicity also have changed over the years.
Hmm.
तो उस दिन नाइट थी, तो 9:30 जब Uber भी नहीं था, तो you book a cab and then you wait for the cab to come and then you go. तो मुझे फोन आया क्लब से, बोला कि तू कहाँ पे है, दे लाइक 500 people outside
Oh
at 9
wow.
o'clock.
Yeah.
तो मैं बोला ये मजाक कर रहे होंगे,
Yeah.
because there's nobody, I don't even know, like 10 people of my friends also are coming. किसी का फोन नहीं आया कुछ, तो बोलो नहीं कम फास्ट, बोला यार book the cab, I'm coming. तो मैं गया, and the whole street was chock-a-block with people.
And this is a
Oh,
Monday night. It's not even a
wow.
weekend, right? So,
And okay, it's me, my friend, and a friend who plays who can DJ. तो किसी को कुछ पता नहीं करना क्या है, तो मैं बाहर खड़ा बस सबसे 20-20 पॉइंट कलेक्ट करने लगा कैश पॉकेट में. So everyone entered, and then the concept of tables and other stuff
Yeah.
was
Right.
very alien to us.
Right.
yeah.
And then अंदर अपने आप लोगों ने
Hmm.
जिनको बॉटल लेना है बॉटल ले लिए. So it was, we had over 500 people. It was like a crazy sold out night, and we did more revenue in sales than the club actually does on a normal Saturday night,
Oh, on a Monday
on a
night.
Monday.
on a Monday night.
Wow.
And then वो लोगों को पता लगा ये क्या है, you know, where this guy has come from, what is he
Power
doing?
of Desis.
Yeah.
Nobody had a clue like Indians have a
Yeah.
spending power.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were not allowed before, so they don't know.
Yeah.
तो one off एक night हुआ. Then I thought, okay, I've done it for a kick of it. हो गया खत्म. And then after a few weeks, people started calling me like, next वाला कब है?
Mm.
Next वाला. तो पहले साल 3 किया, and then the 3 became into over a period of time 30-40 a year.
Yeah. Was it mostly students उस time पे जो आ रहे थे?
हाँ. Prominent Indian students from India
Mm.
and Pakistan.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because I remember back in the day when my friends were doing undergrads यहाँ पे and I used to come here for summer holidays. तो literally हमारा होता था अच्छा clubbing जाना है, कहाँ जा रहे हैं? Ministry of Sound.
Huh.
And you're going there and it's house music,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And people are just going there because you want to go clubbing,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But no one's really enjoying it,
Yeah.
right? You want
It's
either hip hop
just
music or
a-
your own music.
It's just a tick box, but you don't go there and you don't enjoy the music because still like people like us enjoy the Bollywood
Yeah, exactly.
music.
Yeah, 2 drink पीने के बाद सबको देसी
Like you were
music
saying,
चाहिए.
हाँ.
exactly.
सात समंदर पार चलाना.
Yeah.
No, but आजकल Ministry of Sound is like
Yeah.
a proper like Bollywood hub.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Like in the sense, like I know there were like Punjabi concerts.
I don't know how much
happening.
people believe it, but this industry was never created before
Hmm.
I started doing Bollywood night.
Uh,
Even India में भी Bollywood music सिर्फ dance bar में बजता था.
hmm.
Hmm.
And any nightclub or a nice place only played house music.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And as we are Indians, we are very hypocrite about the fact that we don't want to listen to Bollywood music because we consider it very
Hmm.
lower level subclass
Hmm.
Yeah.
to be.
Hmm.
So the higher society never plays.
Yeah.
So
मतलब वही होता है ना लंदन आके किसी को सबको ट्रांस सुनना है हालांकि किसी को मजा नहीं आ
वो
रहा है
feel ही अलग
बट
है.
वो
यहाँ
बताना है
पे
कि यार ये देखो
हम
हम
लोग-
गए
दिस
थे।
इज हाउ आई
लंदन
पार्टी
में।
and I listen to trance में ये बॉलीवुड म्यूजिक वगैरह नहीं बट you put 3 drinks down in that guy and then suddenly he wants हाँ भाई चाहिए चाहिए लगा
Yeah.
दिया
But I want to know वो how was that feel like when you
instant gratification for the work you've done.
Hmm.
राइट मुझे तो पता भी नहीं चला ये बिजनेस में कब बदल गया
Oh, wow.
बिकॉज लोग पूछने लगे करने के लिए आई वाज मेकिंग रिडिकुलस अमाउंट ऑफ मनी
Hmm.
बट ये धंधा नहीं था मेरा आई वाज स्टडीइंग एंड देन आई वाज लुकिंग फॉर अ जॉब इन लंदन
Hmm.
एंड ये जस्ट वन ऑफ इवेंट कर रहा था इधर उधर
Hmm.
व्हिच वाज सस्टेनिंग मी बट दिस वाज नेवर a business model which I thought I want to continue or pursue.
Hmm.
अभी इंडस्ट्री ऐसा हो गया कि after I did there were 20 people who do it here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
After we doing it very successfully, Dubai started doing it.
yeah
अभी इंडिया में इतने नाइट होते हैं, lot of singers are performing in nightclubs.
Hmm.
पहले कभी Indian singers never went to a nightclub
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
perform. The whole industry, there's a whole new genre of music, Bollywood dance music,
Yeah.
BDM, and a lot of DJs, Bollywood DJs are getting prominently known worldwide because of what kind of music they play.
it even in London पहले you would have you know the concept of the Bollywood night लेकिन वो जरा different होता था वो ये होता तुम इल्फर्ड वगैरह चले जाओ
Hmm.
वहाँ पे ठीक है बॉलीवुड गाने लगे हुए हैं बस but I mean that's about
Yeah.
it you're not getting
Yeah.
like the proper London clubbing वाली feel नहीं आ रही
It
आपको
was never like
Not in the
the
prominent.
Yeah.
yeah, like the nice crowd coming in to
Yeah.
listen to
More than
Bollywood
one
was
night.
there.
See, the thing, the whole idea of starting this was we shouldn't discriminate anybody coming into
Yeah.
this,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
right? Everybody is welcome.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let it be from any ethnicity.
Hmm.
If you want to, you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
So that was the whole concept about it. So I never wanted to have a standard where like आप नहीं आ सकते या आप आ
Hmm.
सकते हो.
Yeah.
Because the whole idea of starting these nights were because we are people were not allowed in nightclubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
तो अगर मैं खुद वो करने लगा तो it's wrong on my
Yeah.
part. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
it's always remained very organic like that.
मुझे अभी तक याद है मैं 2019 में गया था. It was in, I think it was Maddox or one of the where you had done the Bollywood night. I went in there और पता नहीं कोई बंदा था, he was doing like the bottle thing, and then there was the Dil Dil Pakistan Bajra, and there's the Pakistan flag, and I was like wow, and then they've got the Indian flag there as well, and they've got
Oh,
their song,
wow.
और फिर यहाँ से एक गाना बज रहा, फिर वहाँ से I was like this is amazing. I mean तुम in a club you're all like chill कर
India,
रहे हो.
Pakistan,
हाँ,
all.
exactly.
वहाँ पे अलग
It was very
studio
lovely
अपना
to see. Yeah,
आ रहा है
it was
बीच
very
में.
lovely to see.
Yeah.
No, it is very famous amongst Pakistanis as well, I think.
But so you started doing this as a student. Did you ever do a job in London?
Yes, I did.
Tell us about it.
I mean, I did a lot of multiple jobs, from working in a call center to Burger King to washing glasses in a nightclub, being a kitchen porter. Like as a student, you do everything. You
Yeah.
do do marketing, jo bhi mila.
Yeah.
So it's a different experience. I mean, everybody who comes nowadays, people who come into London, most of the students don't actually do get a chance to do it because they come from such affluent families
Yeah.
and they have enough money not
Yeah.
to do it. But it's a different experience to
Yeah.
do it and live by it.
You learn a lot doing those odd jobs as well.
You
right?
understand life and value of money.
Wow.
Yeah. But was ever the idea कि अच्छा मैं यहाँ पे आया हूँ, I'm going to पढ़ के then I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to go back.
नहीं कभी नहीं.
Hmm.
I've never planned my life.
Hmm.
So I just go with the flow. like, आज जो दिल बोला वो करता हूँ, कल नहीं करना है, नहीं करता हूँ.
Do you think that's hurt you in some way as well?
A lot of people say that I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but I'm happy, very content where I am right now in life.
Yeah.
You're a brand, so
You're a brand in
Right.
yourself, Deepak.
That's what people say. How would I know?
I remember the first time I met Ali, like in grad school, like 4-5 साल पहले.
Yeah.
And we're talking about our like dreams about moving to London. तब हम फ्रांस में पढ़ते थे. And Ali बोलता था यार लंदन जाना है और दीपक यादव की बॉलीवुड नाइट अटेंड करनी है. मतलब that was his go-to thing in London. Even like 4-5 years back.
No,
he's
because
like,
I mean the thing about it was you had the Bollywood music, but then it's happening in some of the best clubs in London. मुझे याद है मैं Circulus Hall गया था at one of the Bollywood nights. It was amazing. It was one of the best clubs in London, and you're getting your own music there.
yeah.
That was, I think, the USP about us when we started doing it.
Yeah.
We did it in the clubs where normally people are not allowed,
hmm.
like us. It's very difficult to get in.
Hmm.
And then it's completely Bollywood music with all Indians and Pakistani Desi log. It was, I think, never experienced before. And it's a very good place to network. Like as a student, you come here to
Yeah.
study. Where are you going to meet so many people from different backgrounds
Right.
of the same society? But
Yeah.
so you network, you meet people. It became like a hub to come and
Network
meet
as
new
well.
friends,
Yeah.
make new friends.
Hmm.
Matlab, I've realized it later. Like, you know,
Yeah.
everybody used to come, but so many people have told me, like, I met, there must be at least 100 people who got married
Yeah.
from my Bollywood nights. They met in Bollywood. Right? More than 100. So a lot of people call me up and say, you know what, thank you. You know, I met love of my life at your Bollywood night. I was like, okay, ठीक है.
यार छोड़ो दीपक अगला इवेंट कब हो रहा है यार जरा मैंने और साजन ने भी जाना नहीं that is very true.
Yeah.
The networking part is very true. आप different unis में पढ़े हो, typically there's not a lot of interaction.
Hmm.
But if you're Indian students in King's College and LSE and you're going to the same Bollywood night, you end up talking to each other. Right?
Up dedicated, there are these networking events that happen. Like so, you started it like much.
लेकिन
earlier.
उसमें साजन पता है क्या like उसमें
There's no
there's still
tag or
हाँ
network.
Yeah.
उसमें reluctance है ना
हाँ.
मतलब एक networking
I
event पे
agree.
तुम जा रहे हो क्या बात करोगे we're going to
Exactly.
Bollywood night you're 3
Yeah.
drinks down and
you
you're enjoying the music.
already are in your zone,
Exactly.
and
No,
then
also
you,
उसमें थोड़ी ऐसी फॉर्मेलिटी होती है कि अपने आप को
Yeah.
थोड़ा अच्छे से प्रेजेंट करना है पिच करना है
Yeah.
ये वो whereas in a Bollywood night I think it's a more fun environment.
Yeah.
You're just trying to make friends, not contacts. There's a
Absolutely.
difference between
think-
the two.
I consider a seller of dreams. Like people
Yeah.
come in to have a
Oh.
great time.
Yeah.
That line though.
seller of dreams.
नहीं
That's
So
nice.
people have a great time and they go back.
I love
And
that.
there's an instance, there used to be a girl who used to study here for 4 years.
Mhm.
And normally a lot of people come and study and they go back.
Hmm.
So normally when people, you know, tag you in different posts or something like that, agar chota hai to you read it.
Hmm.
So one day I got tagged on Facebook and there was like a big essay. I didn't read it, I left it. And then one of my friend called up and said, did you read what she wrote? I said, who? So I said, no, I got it tagged in and then didn't really bother. I said, just read it once. So this girl got cancer. She used to study here for 4 years, went back, and she was down with cancer, and then she was taken into chemotherapy.
Oh
And
my
when
God.
she was at last stage, and then the chemotherapy was getting done, and the doctors told her, like, think about all the good things in your life to get away with the pain, or don't you don't start feeling miserable. So
Yeah.
only be very positive and think. So throughout her chemotherapy, she only thought about the good times she had in a Bollywood night.
Oh wow.
And
That's
the
so
only
lovely.
wish she had,
That's
like
profound.
before, if this didn't work out or she dies, she wanted to come for a Bollywood night.
Oh my God.
And then she wrote this on a big message on Facebook
Yeah.
saying, going to this night, the great time I had, I made amazing friends. तो मैं जब वो पढ़ा, it was very emotional because
Yeah.
it's not about you doing a night, making money, doing something creating.
Yeah.
You gave somebody a chance in life, or to even think about that the great times they had in their life. It's not
Yeah.
about with their family or anything. It is a night which gave her the most amount of happiness.
Yeah.
And to get away with cancer and chemotherapy, the pain and everything, she could think about that.
You
And
give
उससे बड़ा
somebody happiness.
उससे बड़ा अचीवमेंट मेरे लाइफ में नहीं है.
Wow.
And I feel जब मैंने सोचा कि लाइफ में कुछ तो किया यार कि somebody is thinking about what you've done and how they've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Seller of dreams.
No, that's amazing.
No, but you don't realize the lives you touch,
Yeah.
like
Huh.
when you're doing the work, right?
And the
वो-
worst stage of her life, and she has to think about this. I mean, it's not really, you go out so many times,
Yeah.
so many different places, you
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah.
And for her to think about this was, I think, very touching for me.
Wow.
And that's an amazing story to know.
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. Like, when you think about this entire thing as a clubbing, Bollywood, I know you wouldn't expect it's going to touch someone in that
Yeah.
type of
Yeah.
way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that day I really felt that was kuch kiya hai life mein. Like you've made someone feel better at the
Yeah.
worst stage of their life.
Yeah. बट ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ है क्योंकि ये हमने फेस करी थी जब हम यूरोप पहली बार पढ़ने आए थे, लाइक द फीलिंग ऑफ बिलोंगिंग बहुत मुश्किल है आना, लाइक इंस्टेंटली आफ्टर यू रीच अ न्यू कंट्री, अ न्यू सिटी, तो वो थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है. तो आई थिंक लाइक यू सेड इट्स सच अ नाइस प्लेस टू मेक फ्रेंड्स फ्रॉम डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine you're an undergrad, you just came here, तुम्हें homesickness हुई हुई है, you're freshers week
Yeah.
है,
हाँ भाई.
and ठीक है, you're going out and everything, but you're not, like, वो आपको feel नहीं आ रही हो, and you'll
हाँ.
go to a Bollywood night, and you'll meet like-minded, like, people from the same place
Yeah.
and all of that, and you'll have a good time,
Yeah.
But
and
tell
your
us-
homesickness goes away essentially.
Yeah. Tell us about how the party culture in London has changed since you started, or abhi jo parties hoti hai, like how has it changed?
When we started, Indians were never allowed inside nightclub.
Hmm.
There was only house music playing. You fast track to 15 years. There's Bollywood music playing in the nightclub, all the mainstream clubs.
Yeah.
There's 70% crowd is desis.
Yeah.
अभी हम यही बात
So
कर
not
रहे थे.
even being 5 people in a club
Yeah.
to being 60-70%.
Yeah.
Wow.
And today, the London industry is run by Indians spending money in all the mainstream clubs.
Yeah. No, we were literally just talking about this, right? I mean, you go to Tramp, for example, 5 years ago. There was, बहुत कम देसी होते थे.
Hmm.
Now you don't, it's literally full of desis. Desi गाने बज रहे होते हैं. And even if it's not a Bollywood night, you'll find desi music there.
ये होता है. So I live near Aldgate, तो ऐसे हमेशा वहाँ से घर के बाहर से गाड़ी निकली, डिफेंडर निकले, अंदर एपीडी लोग चल रहा है. लोग उसमें गेड़ियाँ मारे. So that scene has changed.
I think you should be surprised in the next 5 years, mainstream music will be Punjabi or Indian Bollywood music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are already there.
Yeah.
On the Bollywood point, one of the key highlights of the Deepak Yadav Bollywood night was you used to have Bollywood stars come in as well.
I mean, when they went down, of course,
Yeah.
we were lucky enough to get them to night. So some stars have heard about our night so much that they wanted to come.
Oh wow.
तो काफी बार हुआ है, काफी I mean, we had practically every big star from Bollywood, singer, who's come to
Yeah.
Bollywood.
Yeah. Stars and then also the star DJs as well.
I think there's only one star DJ.
We would love to
Yeah.
know actually who
Yeah.
the favorite DJ
Who
is.
is your
My favorite DJ is DJ Kumash, but the star DJ, I think the biggest who's transformed or known for Bollywood music is DJ Chetas.
I agree.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think so. Is
agree.
any name before that or after that? Before that, maybe DJ Akil for doing old school Bollywood remakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little bit of Bali Sagu or
Hmm.
Suketu, but Chetas has taken it to a different level
Yeah.
Mm.
with the production, what kind of music he's playing.
Yeah. And I think it was your Bollywood night sabse pehle where Chetas came here as well.
Yes.
Yeah. That
Somebody
was
has to
amazing.
start somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it very challenging,
Yeah.
like getting some of these, up and coming or even top DJs and then
So only biggest DJ or any DJ I have had
Hmm.
is Chetas
Yeah.
coming from India.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
For all my nights, we only have DJ Kumash. For 15 years, he's been playing for me.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So we have a resident. So
Yeah.
singers, yes.
Hmm.
जब किसी का गाना चलता है and they're in town, we try
Hmm.
to book them
Yeah.
or they come in. The challenging part was booking AP Dylan.
Yeah, because that was the first time
How
he was
was
in London,
that?
right?
Their first show
And this
ever.
is before his concert also.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is before the concert.
So we were very lucky.
Yeah.
They did it, but it was the most expensive,
Yeah.
the most amount of money I've ever paid in my life for anything.
Yeah.
The kind of money I paid, you could buy a house in London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
कैसी थी वो
yeah,
party?
sure.
Huh?
कैसी थी वो party?
Yeah.
The vibe was completely different.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like for me, running around, being so busy with everything, it didn't really sink in
Yeah.
till the night got over.
Hmm.
But for people, it was because AP in lockdown became a biggest rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown Munde was the biggest track.
Yeah.
Hmm.
From TikTok to Reel, anything.
Yeah.
And then first time they're touring, the hype was like people would sell their kidneys for it.
Hmm.
Like people are paying 250 pounds to
Yeah.
enter a night, midnight.
Seriously.
250 pounds to pay for a ticket
Hmm.
to watch AP Dylan.
Yeah.
And his concert ticket is selling for 30 pounds.
Hmm.
And Shinda and other guys also came along.
Yeah, all three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just imagine what kind of the craziness or fanatic people were very fanatic about it. Like they
Yeah.
wanted to see.
Yeah.
There were 1,000 people waiting outside the club who couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Oh.
The line was 2 kilometers long to get in.
In London.
In London, I think Parth had the video also, no? AP में तो नहीं था ना? Chetas
Yeah,
night.
that was Chetas.
Like it was a very he had actually had a drone or something to take a no. कौन था वो बाहर का ऊपर का video?
I took your phone and I went on the bridge.
Bridge, हाँ.
Hmm. Acha, वैसे like as you were telling me this, something popped into my head. Obviously, like you're organizing these nights, and I'm sure you're very busy in the logistics and all of that. At this point, do you actually get to enjoy the night as well? Yeah, you're too
Yeah, of
jammed.
course.
Yeah.
I think recently I started enjoying more
Huh?
Hmm.
because it becomes so easy. Like you don't have to run around everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have really great. I've been lucky with some really good friends of mine who come and help me out.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So I don't stress too much on the night.
That's good.
That's amazing.
Because I was thinking probably at the start it was something like that.
Yeah, I mean, when we started, we were on roads, every student accommodation, every college flyering, speaking to people. So because we didn't have social media, then you sit at home and just
Yeah.
blast it out. We had to go out and tell people what we do actually.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And most of the people, to believe them also, there's a Bollywood night is impossible.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Like काफी prominent लोग बोलते हैं कि ऐसा हो ऐसी कोई चीज है बॉलीवुड नाइट होती है वो भी लंदन में इन मेन स्ट्रीम क्लब्स
Hmm.
लाइक मेफेयर क्लब्स में
Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And people living for 40 years in London also don't know.
Huh, go ahead.
So I was saying, you just said कि lockdown के time AP Dhillon became the big sensation.
Because that's the only track released
Hmm.
or
Yeah.
music released and it was so catchy and people loved it.
Yeah.
I think the craze for AP Dylan in lockdown and post lockdown 1 year was, I think no artist in his lifetime would have. I think maybe only Hrithik Roshan might have felt it in his first movie when people just went mental
Like
Yeah.
overnight,
overnight.
gone mad type.
Like
हाँ.
the whole country was mad.
Yeah.
For AP Dylan, I am not lying. Every nightclub owner has called me saying, "Can you do the night at mine?"
Oh
We've
wow.
heard this guy called AP Dillon.
Yeah.
We don't know his song, but we've heard he's huge. It's going to
Hmm.
be big. We want him there. It's like something. Clubs are ready to pay him money to come to a club.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
ऐसा कोई आर्टिस्ट मेरे लाइफ में 15 साल में नहीं था जिसमें अगोरा क्लब वो फोन करके बोल रहा है कि यार आई वांट एपी डिलन आई एम हैप्पी टू पे 50 grand for it.
Hmm.
Like कर दे because they were exclusively signed by me to perform for me only
Hmm.
and for the whole year.
Hmm.
So everybody had to come to me.
Hmm.
How did you go about convincing him? Because considering
Convincing
उनका
नहीं,
पहला था
So मेरी एक दोस्त फारा है, she sent me a song saying that oh I love this song Brown Monday, you should get them.
Hmm.
तो मैं ऐसे ही सुन रहा था लॉकडाउन में normally and then suddenly it became a rage. Then lockdown खत्म
Yeah.
हुआ after 18 months in London. Everything was getting back to normal and
Yeah.
clubs were opening up. So I was trying to get in touch with them to book them. Then I had a friend who knows a friend who was managing them.
Hmm.
So ऐसे हुआ and then the offers went up and then suddenly ऐसा when they were coming to London a situation became such that everybody wanted to book him
Hmm.
and the price kept getting up and up and up and up. After me being confirmed for a price because somebody offered double, I said, "Chiki, he's offering double. I'll double it."
Yeah.
Oh
I love
wow. It's like an auction at this point.
So it just went on a bidding war. It went so high
Hmm.
that AP and his team decided that this is getting ridiculous.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Like we have to stop it.
Yeah.
And they said, we're going to do it with you because there's a background, you've done it before.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know people, you've done it.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to take a chance with anybody else.
Hmm.
And ho gaya, I met them. They loved it. And in fact, after the night they came for after party at my house. Everybody was partying.
Yeah.
And मैं खुद घर में घुसा बाद में. And then वो लोग बोल रहे थे यार, and end of the tour, them sent a message saying that we had great concert,
Hmm.
but the night what we did at yours and the feel of the crowd was to a different level.
यार दीपक ये आफ्टर पार्टी की टिकट मिलती है कि नहीं? ये चाहिए मुझे.
आफ्टर पार्टी टिकट छोड़ आफ्टर पार्टी मांग ही लेते हैं अभी.
After party.
Yeah. नहीं, we should have an after party after this as well. But COVID से there's just
Hmm.
Yeah.
one question I had. I remember there was an event that was I think just before the lockdown which had to get cancelled.
Holi.
Your event, yeah, the Holi event, exactly.
So normally we do a Holi party. It's like
Yeah.
for 3,000-4,000 people.
Yeah.
It's called Holy Land.
Hmm.
This is the Canning Town वहाँ पे.
नहीं, सदक में हुआ था जो कैंसिल हुआ
अच्छा.
था.
Hmm.
It's a huge vera. So I always had a thing. We want to do a Holi party,
Hmm.
but because the weather in March when is actual Holi, काफी cold है.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can't do a outdoor festival
Yeah.
or call people because people wouldn't feel so cold that कोई
Hmm.
खेलेगा नहीं
Yeah.
चले जाएगा. So always had a vision where I wanted to do in like a nice huge tunnel like a aerodrome
Yeah.
Hmm.
where people are partying
Yeah.
and Holi खेल रहे हैं और it's warm also inside.
Yeah.
If they want to chill outside, they can go still
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
outside. तो एक vision था and काफी महीने साल में घूमा to get an arch like that where we could get planning permission to
Yeah.
do an
Right.
event, and that's how Holi started.
Yeah. That's very cool because
Yeah.
it's not a club, right? You literally had to set everything up. I
Everything
assume.
new, and
Yeah.
because of Holi color, you have to spend a lot more money for cleaning,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and because and we use herbal colors.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The problem is the color when you clean it, it just doesn't go away.
Hmm.
It goes into
Hmm.
the air and then
Hmm.
drops back. So even if you clean every single day for the 6 months, वो color ऊपर उड़ेगा,
Hmm.
नीचे आएगा. तो धीरे धीरे it takes 6-8 months to get the
Hmm.
color out.
Hmm.
और उसके लिए I can imagine the logistics must be very crazy.
At the start,
taking
so
permissions.
we had no clue. Like मैंने होली
Hmm.
करना था, जगह मिल
Hmm.
गई, the sound production is done, colors are there.
Hmm.
Then we got someone to come and do the alcohol, got
Hmm.
people to work or whatever. And then the first time we didn't even have enough people to manage the मैंने सोचा कि यार नाइट क्लब में मेरे 400-500 लोग आते हैं,
Hmm.
तो वो लोग तो आ ही जाएंगे,
Hmm.
Right.
ठीक है, मतलब
हाँ.
कैपेसिटी इज 2,500, तो मतलब 400-500 आ जाएंगे, क्लोज टू ब्रेक इवन हो जाएगा.
Yeah.
ऑन द डे 2,000 लोग के ऊपर आ गए. अपार्ट फ्रॉम
Oh.
400-500 लोग the first event was 2,800 people.
Hmm.
We had one door guy to get people in. अब 2,000 लोग लाइन में खड़े कैसे करेगा वो?
Yeah.
अरे बाप
And it's
रे।
16 hours non-stop. So it starts in the afternoon, ends in the morning next day.
Oh wow.
So the first event was a very big learning curve, and
Hmm.
everything was cash. So we didn't have cash machines or whatever then
Hmm.
back
Hmm.
in
Yeah.
the days.
And
And
this
then
was
we were in our
1920 time.
no,
This is the
this
first
was
one.
first
First
Holi
one.
when we
Yeah.
did I think 2010 or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a
And
while.
And now Holy Land is your thing, right?
Holy Land is a flagship event now we
Yeah.
have
Hmm.
once a year where people actually wait, and some people actually travel also from India because they've
Hmm.
been to it so much fun that they come back.
Yeah.
So logistically was an issue before, but not now. Now it's
Yeah.
like a 1 hour work. Like to do the whole festival, I need to sit 1 hour, get the venue,
Hmm.
get the production done,
Hmm.
everything to be arranged.
Yeah.
Hmm.
From staff to security, just need 1 hour.
Yeah.
Deepak has a Midas
Shit.
touch, huh? The first event he does, वो इतने ज़्यादा
हाँ.
breakout success हो जाता है हमेशा.
Because कोई थे ही नहीं ना इस event.
Yeah.
हाँ, but वो
पहले.
first mover is
Now
a
you
real
see that
advantage.
this year I think we had about 8 holy events in 1 week.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
All in
Because
London.
all in London.
There's a
Oh,
lot of people who are
wow.
trying to basically emulate and copy the same model.
No,
as
it's
you.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Just imagine. I mean, I don't see it as a competition. I see it as the market is growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today, when I started, there were maximum 500 people who came to our
Yeah.
event, right? On a night for Bollywood.
Yeah.
Now, there are 4 nights on the same day. So there are
Hmm.
2,000 people or 3,000 people outside who are going to this event. So the
Hmm.
market has opened up for a lot more people.
Hmm.
And the more the people do it, the bigger the audience it will be.
Right.
Hmm. But obviously, like this is a very, I mean, I assume it is a very challenging business because obviously आप तुम in clubs में कर रहे हो, which is very expensive to rent out as well.
Yes.
Like throughout this process, what do you think were the key sort of learnings you had to do? Because obviously this started as a passion thing. It wasn't a business for you pehle.
I mean, for first 10 years, I don't think that was a business.
Hmm.
It was just
10
something.
years.
I think, yeah, first 10
10
years. I had no
साल?
clue.
Yeah.
I had no clue this is business. मैं तो सिर्फ मजे के लिए कर रहा था, पैसे कमा रहा था साइड में,
Yeah.
and I was chilling.
पहले चुल थी, फिर मजा आने लगा, फिर धंधा बन गया.
मतलब the feeling of being on top and seeing everybody having a great time,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh.
that energy what you get is more, it gives you more high than any drug or any
Hmm.
alcohol.
Yeah.
I can
So
imagine that.
that instant gratification, like wow, आपने कुछ किया यार.
Yeah.
Like लोग को मजा आ रहा है. And then every single person thank you,
Yeah.
thanks you for
Yeah.
having a great night.
Right.
Hmm.
उससे बड़ी चीज क्या है? Like any job, any profession you are in, you don't get that instant satisfaction of
Hmm.
whatever you do.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
true.
And
True.
this is, I think, the only field where you know on the night if it's good or not.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But before the night happens, there's a lot of work, I assume, that goes into the logistics.
Abhi, I think for last 5-8
Yeah.
years, I don't think so.
Hmm.
I've done anything. Pehle first few years, we used to go out and let people know what we do.
Hmm.
And because we've been sold out all those back in the days, now
Yeah.
everybody knows about it. People who come in from India to study or work or on a holiday, they know that they have to go for this Bollywood night.
Hmm.
Hmm.
तो अभी क्या है कि हम बस पोस्ट करते हैं Instagram पे बस डन,
Hmm.
या Facebook पे कि
Yeah.
we doing a night 3 days before
Hmm.
and we are packed out.
Yeah.
मुझे
So
वो
we don't
काफी
call and tell
Sorry.
people यार night हो रहा है. पहले करते थे, अभी नहीं.
Yeah.
मुझे वो काफी इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा था
हाँ.
अबाउट यू सेड आप बाहर खड़े होकर फ्लायर्स देते थे. डू यू हैव एनी क्रेजी स्टोरीज फ्रॉम किसी को फ्लायर दिया और उसने
नहीं,
कैसे
काफी लोग लेके फेंक देते थे ऐसा.
लाइक सामने सामने
हाँ, कोई लेते ही नहीं थे.
Yeah.
वो काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग फीलिंग होती है. सो आई रिमेंबर कॉलेज में मैंने एक जैसे फेस्ट वगैरह किया था, तो सेम 250 भरने थे एंड मेरे उतने में आई वाज वेरी नर्वस एंड आई वाज सेलिंग आउट फ्लायर्स. वो एक अलग फीलिंग है.
नहीं, the thing is, you start learning how to interact with people.
Yeah.
Then you
that's
start
the biggest feeling.
guessing who would take your flyer
राइट
and what to talk to them.
राइट
So you become a better person in your communication skills.
Hmm.
Like आपको पता है कि क्या बात करना है किससे इंसान से,
Yeah.
राइट
रिएक्शन के लिए, लेने
Yeah.
के लिए, बात करने to get his somebody. If you're standing on the street
Hmm.
and want to talk to somebody, nobody has time. People just walk past you.
Hmm.
Like you
Yeah.
stand on the streets now. There are a lot of people doing charity work. This that they want
Yeah.
to talk to you.
Yeah.
Nobody stops.
स्पेशली लंदन जैसे शहर में एवरीवन's busy right.
Yeah,
Like,
and
So then
also
you
stranger,
create-
हर कोई निकल
You
रहा है
create a
बस.
knack or thing you feel like you want to do it.
Hmm.
What makes people stop for you? तो
yeah
ऐसा. It's just the message. You have a window of 3 to 5 seconds where you need to tell your story to them to
Yeah.
make them stop
Yeah.
and listen to your whole story.
Did you have a systematic pitch कि अच्छा मुझे यही बोलना है हर बंदे को?
Catchphrase.
नहीं वो बात करते करते आपके because everybody where we come from India, I think most of the people are very shy
Yeah.
A
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cheese.
to interact with people. We are not
Strangers
like
especially,
go out
right?
on
हाँ.
face like yeah
100%.
I'm doing this or whatever.
Hmm.
We are very introverts.
Right.
हम
By birth.
सेल्सी बंदे नहीं है जनरली.
हाँ we are very good sales but to our community
हाँ.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
बाहर
With
open
strangers
हो
we're
रहा
not,
you're very
हाँ.
shy.
Yeah.
You think अरे वो क्या सोचेगा कोई
हाँ.
देखा तो क्या बोलेगा.
Hmm.
But all of that as a student I think you should do it
Yeah.
Yeah.
before you get into any jobs because there's no shyness. You're always going to be very confident after that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
कि यार मैं कर सकता हूँ यार if I can stop somebody
Hmm.
on the street when going to his station like
Yeah.
getting late for work
Yeah.
and then he's ready to listen to my bullshit story
Yeah.
then I can do something in life.
Yeah.
The same
Yeah.
hesitation can go to hell.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
There's nothing. I think London is a city and land of opportunities for people to come. Like आप बिना पैसे जैसे मैं बिना पैसे यहाँ पे पैसे कमाने लगा.
Hmm.
I don't think so anywhere in the world or India you can actually do something without money.
Hmm.
Even if you want to open a grocery store, you need a lot of money to open a grocery store
Yeah.
to make some money.
Hmm.
How much do you think like इंडिया में जैसे अगर हम कॉन्ट्रास्ट करें लाइक नेटवर्क एंड कॉन्टैक्ट्स होना जरूरी है लाइक बड़ा नेटवर्क बड़ा
यहाँ पे जरूरी नहीं है. I had nobody, not even one single person, but just because it's just me or anybody has made an effort to go out and do something, and you've invested like you've been very persistent,
राइट
consistent.
Hmm.
रेजिलिएंट
Yeah.
You don't take no for an answer.
Right.
Like it's not that easy. Like आपको क्लब में काम नाइट चाहिए वो क्लब दे देगा.
Hmm.
Club बोलेगा we don't want you only.
या
Like for years we had to I had to call and beg like please यार एक बार night दे दो एक बार you'll make money. Like and this is a very dirty industry. It's like a coal mine. No matter how clean you want to be, you can't be.
Hmm.
Like everybody will rip you off from club owners. They won't pay you.
Hmm.
After doing such hard work and when you need to get paid, they don't want to pay you.
Yeah.
You
Is
can't
there
do anything about it.
any Mayfair club कोई बचे अभी जहाँ पे नहीं किया?
कोई नहीं.
Yeah. It's all done.
सब खत्म कर दिया है
Yeah.
Cheers.
काफी.
That's
And there's a lot of clubs have made a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
The industry has gone from making 20,000 a night or 15,000, which practically zero,
Hmm.
to now I think this year with all the people who are doing nights, we're doing about 25-30 million a year as industry in London.
Hmm.
ओह वाओ
Oh,
लाइक जस्ट बॉलीवुड नाइट्स
Just Bollywood nights.
so it's a $30 million industry.
Just
year.
and growing every year, doubling every year.
Hmm.
वाओ
Wow.
वाओ इज इट लाइक अ लॉट ऑफ नॉन desi people who are also getting attracted to the
Yes,
culture
there's a lot of people who are investing background, getting people to do Bollywood nights in London.
oh wow
Hmm.
Just imagine a concept which was never existed before.
yeah
Started making money. Now everybody starts seeing. Now most of the people seeing my lifestyle, where I live, what I do, presume that this industry makes a killer.
Yeah.
Like more money than any other industry.
Yeah.
It does, but not to an extent where
yeah
you think.
Hmm.
तो काफी लोग अंदर आ गए हैं अभी.
Yeah.
And when you start doing it, and now ऐसा है कि lot of people come with the mindset of a different bag. Like 3 साल invest ही करना है हमें, पैसा नहीं कमाना है.
Hmm.
We want to kill Deepak Yadav.
oh my
That kind of.
Oh.
Yeah.
तो करो अच्छी
Yeah.
बात है.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
if you like अभी आपने Bollywood party किया ये सब किया, but if you were to now find your new interest and do something different, what would it be?
Oh, something has to.
oh 18-year-old kid लंदन
Yeah.
आया है क्या कर सकता है वो
Huh.
I think it's like there's a saying, "World is an oyster. You can do anything in your life."
Yeah.
I think what I feel and what I've achieved or done, I've not done much, but whatever is done, there's a lesson for anybody. Like without money, you can actually make something in London of yourself. You don't have to go to a job or whatever to do business. You
Right.
can do anything. It's just that you need to have an idea,
right
Hmm.
and if you have an idea, just pursue it, and then you'll get it.
No, Deepak, there's one question we actually ask all the guests, and I'm very keen to ask you this question. If you were to go back And so it's you're here now, and you meet Deepak, who's 21, 22. He's just come into Cardiff. He's starting his undergrad, and he asks you for advice. Maybe he wants to start a business or do what you're doing now. तो क्या कहोगे आप उसको?
All I will tell is don't be lazy like me.
If
I'm the most laziest person in this world.
being
And I'm
lazy,
the biggest failure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if being lazy gets you here, I need
Yeah,
to
I think
get a
it's-
bit more
I
lazy.
had more failures. Like people see, oh, he's achieved something. Oh,
Yeah.
he's doing so well.
Yeah.
People don't see the background of it. Like how many times we've been rejected.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I had a million failures before where I have come today.
right.
So that's what people don't see and people don't want to know also.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people always see the end result. Now, उनको वो नहीं पता what went into it.
हम भी कर सकते हैं यार क्या है 90 डालना है
हाँ.
कर लो.
Exactly.
मुझे एक I know we have a couple of rapid fire questions to ask you, but उसके पहले मुझे एक last question पूछना है आपसे. Like you've done so much past 15 years or more, आप Bollywood nights कर रहे हो in London. What's your big vision or mission in the next 10 years?
If you ask me, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I would leave Bollywood nights in a second if I have to. It's just a legacy which is dragging me. Like I want to. have it.
Oh.
पहले एक drive था like yeah I want to do this night. I want to do the best night. I want to do this. But over the time when you grow up, there's different things happen in your life,
Yeah.
situations. Then you want to move on to different things. But this will be something I will always do on
Yeah.
my life. But right now we are getting into a massive real estate and hotels
Oh,
in London.
Nice.
So you shouldn't be surprised there's a Bollywood hotel here. It
Oh,
serves
wow.
the
that'd
best
be
Indian food,
massive.
a nightclub, a restaurant, and a shisha rooftop.
Actually, you know, like we need exactly.
Yeah,
We need a
we need
proper
that.
desi members club. नहीं होते. So
Yeah.
not
हाँ.
desi,
Not
but like
members
the
club.
theme.
It'll be like a dhaba style
Yeah.
restaurant,
Yeah.
like
Nice.
typical,
Yeah.
and then you'll have a nightclub
Yeah.
which will play Bollywood music
Yeah.
7 days a
Like
week,
all year round, yeah.
all
like
year
7
round.
days,
It's a
right?
hotel themed on Bollywood stars and different rooms on different movies or
Wow.
whatever.
Wow.
Everything will be over the top, glamorous,
Hmm.
Nice. It's a celebration of Bollywood in London.
over the top,
Oh,
and then
that's
you have
nice.
if see London is a hub for tourism, right?
Right.
So it's a place where people can actually come and say, "Oh wow, you know, we've
Yeah.
come to a Bollywood hotel. We've been served." And back in the days, there used to be India में होता था cabaret होता था. You go to a fine dining
Yeah.
restaurant. I remember as a kid, I used to go to like nice fancy restaurants with family,
Yeah.
and they used to have a cabaret there, and we were not supposed to see it.
बेटा आंखें नीचे करो.
बच्चों की आंखें बंद करनी है.
Like अब मैं खुद का कैबरे करूँगा.
So I think that has lost because India has got too westernized.
Yeah.
And वो चीज़ हो रहा है. So we want to do a immersive interactive play which we're launching this year in September,
Oh
October,
wow.
where you have a fine dining, you have the Michelin star Indian chef who will do best
Yeah.
Indian food, and you have a immersive performance by singers and dancers and a play. Like आपको छः का गाना interact होके बनेगा play के हिसाब में.
Mm.
So this is what I want to bring in. It's just not about going to a nightclub getting drunk. So we want to cater to different
Yeah.
audience of different age.
Yeah.
So somebody who's over 35 doesn't want to go to a nightclub,
Yeah.
or 40 wants to go
Yeah.
with his wife, have a very good dinner,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
have a nice immersive experience,
Yeah.
and then maybe dance a little bit and go home.
Yeah.
So we want to create different things for different people,
Yeah.
different segments of human lifespan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working on now.
I am already very
Yeah,
excited
I'm
for this.
already
It's
like-
So
Yeah.
if you imagine you have an immersive play and you have Nora Fateh performing, doing
Yeah.
a dance item number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're having a dinner and you have Nora Fateh. And then you have next week you have Malaika.
Yeah.
And
I'm
third week
sold
you have
already.
Jacqueline.
Yeah.
So that's where we want to go. And
Yeah.
we just want to bring in the world class Indian chefs who've
Yeah.
gone abroad and done really well.
Yeah.
To get them on board also
Mm.
to do immersive
Yeah.
deliver the immersive experience
Right.
altogether.
That'll
Bringing
be-
the best of this is together, right?
Yeah. It's also like, you know, London has this entire West End has this theater idea as well,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you go for the plays and everything.
Like a lot of Americans travel to
Yeah, exactly.
London
Just to watch the
just to
plays.
watch plays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is sort of in line with that, but you're getting the fine dining and you're also getting the immersive experience.
So because even theater in India has died down. So you
Hmm.
bringing that live also
Yeah.
in a different.
Yeah.
Yeah. But immersive theater in London is like one of the best
Yeah.
experiences I have done.
Yeah.
Like I remember going to a Great Gatsby immersive
Oh
experience.
yes, where
So
you dress up, right?
wait, like we had to dress
I
up
really want to
like
go.
we were in the
Yeah,
roaring,
perfect,
like in those parties
Hmm.
and like flapper dresses and stuff like that. And they invited us into the play. Like you could dance with the characters, you could speak with the characters, and then there was like a roaring 90s type 20s type ka bar theme, and there
Just
was
imagine Mamma Mia is doing a massive and sold out
yeah,
every
yeah,
single
I
day.
know. I've been
Yeah.
trying to get a ticket.
Yeah.
नहीं मिल रही है.
Yeah.
So people are moving from recorded music to live experience.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like people have moved from in TV watching serials to live reality shows.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So the industry is going to change from normal recorded music like DJs playing
Hmm.
to people actually performing live.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
So people would want to have a whole immersive performance where people singers come and perform. Then what?
Hmm.
Because having a DJ play is like you can play from your iPod,
Hmm.
Yeah.
your iPhone.
Fair. Hmm.
There's no difference. You can play, you
Hmm.
can put on a Spotify and then
Hmm.
play.
Yeah.
Mm.
But people want to have that experience. They want to feel it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the industry is moving into more reality form of entertainment.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned this reality form of entertainment, especially in times when we are moving towards this Instagram world, where everything
It's
is
reality form. Like
new DJs are coming up on Instagram.
not like today. I think even my grandmother
Mm.
and my mother spends more time watching reels and TikTok
Yeah.
than anything else.
100%.
So the world has changed from for them to sit in front of TV and watch a TV series. Saas Bahu
Mm.
was 20 years back, or
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah.
Mm.
Last 5 years, everybody's on reels
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they love it.
Yeah.
So
That's-
as I mean, the society is changed and technologies move to a different direction.
Right.
And the wants of people also have changed, or what attracts people also have changed.
Yeah.
Like watching reels would be like a 14-year-old, 15-year-old kid would do it,
Yeah.
but you can see a 60-year-old grandmother also doing it.
Yeah.
So that's how the world has changed too, and then I feel it'll get more into more reality form.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you want to pull it from there and
Yeah,
put
so
it
people
more
don't
in
want to
reality.
watch a movie now. So cinemas in theaters are dead
Hmm.
Yeah,
practically because
Yeah.
of Netflix and everything.
Yeah,
You want to
yeah.
watch it, you can watch it at your convenience at your home.
yeah.
100%.
But if there's a reality show which is going on live,
Yeah.
people would want to watch it.
Yeah.
I think also after COVID, people have realized the importance of human interaction. Also, मुझे मिलना है लोगों से जाके बाहर. Right. There's a bit of that as well.
कोविड में ये पता चला कि लाइफ में सिर्फ कमाना नहीं है,
हाँ.
जीना भी है.
Yeah.
Gina
शौक पालने हैं.
So where we come from, our background of Desis, we always work hard to keep the next generation happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even our grandparents or great grandparents of parents have always done that.
Yeah.
For them, they would sacrifice everything for the wants or a better life for their kids.
Yeah.
Mm.
And अभी वो change हो रहा है post COVID. People want to live their life also.
Hmm.
And that's why you see a big jump in sales of restaurants and
Yeah.
fashion
Luxury.
brands and stuff. Like now, if you see the sale record of any entertainment to fashionable consumer product,
Hmm.
the sales are nearly doubled post COVID to now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of revenge tourism. Like that's what they're calling it.
Yeah.
Post COVID, everyone wants to
Everybody.
travel the
Pre-COVID
world.
to post-COVID is completely different.
Yeah.
Luxury market is at all time.
And also
high.
people
All-time high.
All
Yeah.
time high.
People are valuing the idea of spending money on experiences and not just things.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's really
Living
important now.
and feeling the experience and living
Yeah.
to watch that experience is more important right now than anything else.
Yeah.
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 I rather not eat today, but I rather go for a nice show or immersive
Yeah.
experience
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
तो लोग खर्च कर रहे हैं, like even branded clothes or whatever. They're like,
Yeah.
अरे पता नहीं कल कोविड आ जाएगा फिर मर जाएंगे तो जी लो.
Yeah. Exactly.
तो another question that we had is हमें पता है ऑफ लेट आपको बहुत सारे अवार्ड्स मिले हैं. I think you got like a best Asian night in London का felicitation from a member of parliament. फिर you went to Paris for another award. What has that been like? कि आपको इतना recognition मिल रहा है for the hard work you've done
It's
more
not
than
the hard work. I had the great time, fun with it. मैं कभी सोचा नहीं कि काम है. It was just fun. I want to go out, party, and then the byproduct is I'm making money out of it.
Best.
So, and if some people think it's you've achieved something doing that, and they want to recognize it, it's a great feeling.
How was that like? Member of Parliament से award मिलना.
House of Parliament में I was called in one day to be given an award. मुझे तो एक दिन पहले ही पता चला that I was winning the award because they were chasing me for last few, for few days, and I was not taking my call. Now, and I have a very bad habit of not seeing my emails or reading my emails. So people who work with me know for the fact that if they want to get through me, just WhatsApp me and I'll reply.
Nice. So, how was your family's reaction initially when you started and then you got award?
You know how Indian typical family, if you say nightclub, they think strip club. तो बोला क्या कर रहा है? They think you're doing nothing out of it. And काफी साल तक, for a very long time, till recently, they thought I'm wasting time just partying and chilling. But the only way they got to know about things is like when people talk about it. When we out somewhere, somebody sees me and say, "Come, recognize, क्या के मिलते हैं?" Yeah, somebody's been there who knows my family and then talk about it. Yeah, we went to his night. It's great. What he does is amazing. And they now have come to terms with this. Oh, there's some business called nightlife. For them, it's very typical. You know how Indian business families are like. यार क्या कर रहा है? Time party करने से थोड़ी पैसा कमा रहा है. Life में करेगा क्या? This I think typical family. Anybody, I think. आपको आप बोल रहे हो कि you're a party promoter, you're an event planner, whatever. They don't consider that as a business. They consider mainstream work business. या आपका होटल है या retail shops है या whatever. That is business.
Right.
But creating a concept and doing an event and making money out of it is not a business. That is you do it for fun.
नहीं वो we talk about this all the time. आपको ना when you're coming from the subcontinent एक playbook दी जाती है कि ये चीजें इनमें से कुछ
आप
करना
डॉक्टर बनो, इंजीनियर बनो या
Business
MBA
में
करो, नौकरी करो.
Exactly.
नौकरी करो. हाँ.
इसके सिवा सब कुछ बेकार है.
Anything you know in the creative field या इस तरह किसी काम में they don't understand it. But it's changing now.
It's changing. Like 10 साल पहले if I think there was any fashion designer, वो लोग बोलते थे दर्जी है. Now fashion designer is like oh you're a fashion designer.
designer है.
Now, did anyone think they're going to be bloggers? Did anyone think podcast would be a career? Nobody. It's
exactly.
We are evolving. And now people, and because of parents are getting onto digital world and our older generation knowing about things more often, or maybe us and maybe when our children come up or grandchildren, we are aware of things. We are more open to different forms of businesses or professions.
Yeah.
And there's no वो जो barriers होते थे ना to start a business, it's much less now because of the digital aspect. या किसी को blogger बनना है या किसी को vlog शुरू करना है, you just need an iPhone and like just
getting easier day by day.
आपको बस खाना खाने का शौक है, आप रोज वीडियो डालो खाने का. There's audience for it. Like I've actually seen a video on YouTube or there are kids, like fat Chinese kids eating a lot of food from the table.
That's an amazing one though. I've seen
Yeah,
ASMR
and they have millions of subscribers and people and views. They go live and there's like 3 million people watching it. So I had a friend from America who was a model and then she was here and तो मैं पूछता था कि वो हमेशा देखते रहती क्या पागल है कि क्यों देख रही है and she was like you don't understand, like I want to eat food, right? I'm a model but I can't eat. What I do is I watch this video feeling that I'm eating this food so I'm full. तो मैं बोला ये कैसा है, but people actually doing that. And somebody making a video of I bought a toy for my son is playing with it, I'm making a video if it's good or not or whatever toy. That became one of the biggest YouTube channels now.
The toy
kid
review.
is making millions.
Ryan something, he reviews toys.
So did anyone thought about it?
No.
For this being a business, but people are watching it. People are actually buying products watching that video.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason many productivity gurus on YouTube also, they are making a lot of money because people, they themselves may
Motivated
not be
speakers,
productive,
Yeah.
but
the
they
biggest
want to
business
see
right,
those
yeah.
people and think, oh, हाँ मैं भी productive हूँ. So that's the
Yeah.
thing.
And the biggest business right now is motivational speakers.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's billions of dollars industry right now,
Yeah.
and everybody is doing it. Anybody
Yeah.
who could talk
Yeah.
Yeah.
is doing it.
मुझे एक और क्वेश्चन पूछना था आपसे. In the 15 years that you've been doing this, what is the craziest experience or thing that you remember? कि 15 साल हो गए but आज तक याद है कि क्या हुआ?
I mean, there was a big Bollywood actress who was like, at that point, very infamous.
Hmm.
She was in London, and then we booked her for one of our events.
Hmm.
And वो night पे आई and लोग पागल हो गए. Like people were ready to even break the barriers and come just to see her.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And the love she felt and the vibe she got from the crowd and all, वो इतनी पागल हो गई जब जाने के टाइम पैसे अपने वापस दे के गई. बोली यार ऐसा फील मेरे को इंडिया में भी नहीं हुआ, तो तू
Oh
पैसे
wow.
रख ले, पैसे मत देना.
Crazy.
Wow.
तो मैं बोला ये क्या है, मेरे पैसे वापस आ रहे हैं.
Crazy. You know, just from that, I remember you had Ranveer and you also had Nargis Fakhri on
Yes,
your Bollywood night. People must have gone crazy.
Yeah, they did. Ranveer Singh is now a good friend, and you know how he wants to party. And
Yeah.
जब Ranveer Bollywood night आया था, I remember it was a Christmas Eve night, and वो रात में आया, पार्टी किया, and क्लब बंद हुआ 3 बजे. वो 5 बजे तक क्लब में था, सबसे सेल्फी खिंचा रहा था. So he took pictures with I think 400-500 people. Every single person in the club
Wow.
could take a
Classic.
picture.
दो
And it's
घंटे.
not people. He's himself is like मैं लेता हूँ picture, आप आ जाओ, तू भी आ जा. Like people don't understand these celebrities have been God gifted a power of making someone happy.
Hmm.
Right? आप कोई celebrity आपको सिर्फ hi hello बोल दे, smile कर दे, it makes your day.
Right.
And I think only actor till now or artist has done is Ranveer Singh.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And with Nargis, this was the Holi
Holi
party,
event,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
तो we've heard rumors कि आपकी होली लैंड जो करते हो वो काफी legendary होती है and there are like brilliant stories from there. So what's like one memory that you remember from doing Holy Land?
Memory, I was kidnapped.
What?
So we did an event at a venue. We had about 4,800 people or nearly 5,000 people. And the venue was owned by a gangster. And then
Oh.
seeing so much crowd and the amount of money they're going to make, they wanted all the ticket sales and everything for themselves.
Yeah.
तो वो लोग ने मेरे को मीटिंग के लिए नाइट जब चल रही थी बीच में बुलाया कि कुछ बात करना है. And they had like 10 guards locked me in the bathroom and they said transfer all the ticket money to us right now.
Oh my
Oh
God.
shit.
But they didn't realize ticket sales are online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do generally come after 14 working days.
Mhm.
So I told them, मैं तो 1 रुपया देने वाला नहीं हूँ. All I can do is go back home whenever, press refund the money. Everybody who's paid gets the money back immediately.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you get nothing out of it.
But
So
how
they
did you
locked me
do?
for 6 hours, 7 hours
Crazy.
Oh my
in the
God.
bathroom. And then वो लोग ने छोड़ दिया.
Some guts.
Huh?
Some girls say like,
You can't know,
you're
you've
in-
invested so much, you're doing
Yeah.
so much. And
Yeah.
the only worried thing for me was like, I don't know what was happening outside.
Hmm.
Hmm.
People were having a great time. Have they stopped serving? I don't know what was happening.
Wow.
So
That is a very crazy story.
The price you pay to sell a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to get kidnapped.
So, time for rapid fire, Deepak. Your recent favorite Bollywood banger?
song?
Yes.
Yeah.
9:45, the new one.
Oh,
Yeah, it's very
बहुत
good.
सही है.
Yeah.
And Obsessed.
Oh,
Yeah.
obsessed, of course.
Obsessed भी बहुत सही है. And favorite singer lately, singer or artist?
Kaifi Khalil, Khani Suno.
Oh, from Pakistan.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I
He's
think I
doing
love
really
that
well.
song.
He's got an amazing story, yaar. So there was floods happening in
हाँ.
Pakistan. तो उसका घर बह गया, like
Oh.
and like he's from a very humble background. Just got famous because of his singing, but amazing voice.
I love his voice and
Yeah.
the song, the words in the song,
Yeah.
it touches you.
Yeah.
I haven't heard this guy, but yeah, 9:45 and
9:45 is like a banger.
No Pentali.
No, 45.
Yeah.
Nice. Favorite club in London?
My all-time favorite club, Project, ना?
इसके पीछे लग रहा है कोई कहानी है.
हाँ, हाँ, Project.
एक कहानी है कि इसके पीछे कुछ because it involved a lot of thinking and confirming. Cool. So Bollywood night fashion do's and don'ts.
I'm not a big fashionista.
Do you think about what you
Yeah.
wear before you go to the
Yeah.
night?
Oh, I'm very chill. Before, yeah, maybe. I always used to buy new clothes, new shoes for
Yeah.
every
For
Bollywood
every
night.
night.
Every Bollywood night.
Nice.
And abhi chill.
I still buy. It's not. I'm not denying, but I just wear anything.
And this is not for you. This is for kids like us who have to go to your Bollywood night. Like you know.
Everybody dresses up. Everybody wants to
Nice.
show off.
Yeah.
Nice.
Favorite restaurant in London?
I'm a typical
You can name
Hyderabadi boy. I
multiple.
like my biryani, but my favorite, apart from Indian food, Japanese, I love Nobu.
No.
And Waterside Inn for French.
Okay.
Waterside Inn, yeah.
And Indian favorite Indian restaurant in London?
Favorite Indian restaurant, Gymkhana.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. And your favorite Instagram account?
I watch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Favorite,
Like you follow, you watch
or
anything.
some update like oh इस पे story आई तो फटाफट देखना. Your favorite Instagram account?
I mean, people you like, you actually have them as your favorites, right? So whatever they post, you see it first.
Okay. And so Ali and I were discussing this yesterday. Like, you know, you can tell a person's persona by just looking at their search, Instagram search. So if
Oh, really?
eh,
I think AI does that on a Google
Yeah.
search.
so if you just click on my search, you see all the golden retrievers.
Oh.
So what do you like? So if I were to just touch on your search bar,
I mean,
like,
that's
what do
I
you
shouldn't
see?
comment on a podcast.
ज़्यादा exciting तो नहीं है दीपक भाई आपकी.
Huh?
ज़्यादा exciting.
Nice. Okay, so one last question. So Diljit went to Coachella, right? And it was a big thing. It was a huge, massive pride thing for India and all the Punjabis as well. So, who is the next artist who is going to Coachella?
I think they would be AP Dillon next year and DJ Chetas. Because Coachella also, as what I know is the background, what they're doing, they're trying to get different cultures. So this year they had Ali Sethi, they had
Yeah.
Diljit from India, they had a Bangladeshi DJ, they had a Sri Lankan DJ.
Hmm.
So they're exploring the concept, and I think in a year or two they'll have a completely different tent with Asian artists in it.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Coachella is one of the. I've been to Coachella twice, and it's one of the best organized festival in this world.
Mm.
I saw
The
a picture.
best food. Like you want to Uber is there in 3 seconds in middle of a desert, and there's like I don't know, 50,000 Ubers there.
Nice.
You press a button, you stand. There's different sections and poles with numberings. You stand there and press a button. I want Uber here, and आपको 1 मिनट के अंदर Uber आ जाएगी. Any given point in Coachella Festival.
So it's become very big. Coachella was always very big, but now it's getting much bigger and more diverse.
Bigger, more diverse now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think like South Asian culture is having its moment in
Yeah.
mainstream media generally. जो shows
And
are
South American also.
South American as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's definitely having its moment with a lot of creators on Instagram and YouTube embracing their
Yeah.
desi side.
We have the population,
Exactly.
and which drives a lot of revenue. And for any mainstream industry from America wants to do well, or any mainstream artist, they have to look at India, right?
Right.
They cannot ignore
Without
it.
India, they can't be big.
हाँ. Also इतने सारे देसी अब immigrant population या expat population हो
any
गया
country
like
you go.
any country you go you'll find so many desis
And also
there.
it's
Sort of
an
7 billion people.
yeah
yeah
I think there are about nearly 4 billion people desis
yeah
around the
like,
world.
yeah
yeah
So now, if I'm a singer and artist from India or any of our regions, South Asian
Right.
region, I have the biggest marketplace.
yeah
and it's,
I don't need the Western
right
Yeah.
market.
it's not just the number of people also no वो spending power अब बहुत बढ़
Yeah.
गई
Hmm.
even the expat community here is very different from what you had back in the 60s or 80s when it started, the migration started. People are in very well off jobs and they can actually go to these Mayfair clubs or these Mayfair restaurants and spend money.
yeah
So it's different
Now
now.
that number is increasing. You
Yeah.
see that almost everywhere in London.
yeah मैं भी एक दोस्त को ही कह रहा था यार मैं हारिस जाता हूँ मुझे कोई अंग्रेज नजर ही नहीं आता देसी हैं अरबी हैं चाइनीज हैं
Huh. It's that.
you can see the Asian century. Just go to Harrods and see who's shopping there.
nice
Nice. Great. So great talking to you, Deepak. It was a
It's
very,
absolutely-
very knowledgeable session for us. And
More than knowledgeable, I just had loads of fun.
yeah
Deepak.
I can't
Like,
believe
It's
you
an
were
absolute pleasure. Having you
Thanks a
guys
lot
here
for
over
taking out.
to do my first podcast.
see, your firsts are usually lucky.
Yeah.
So we
your
have like
first
big hopes
breakout
now.
Hopefully, your
successes.
first
Yeah.
podcast is very lucky for us,
For
like your
us.
first Bollywood
I
night.
guess you guys are very
Yeah.
amazing, and I think you do really well.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much
Thank you,
Means a lot.
Super.